So Zenless Zone Zero has a big problem at the moment. Now, if you don't know, Zenless Zone Zero has recently released. At the time of recording, it's been less than 24 hours since the game has been out, and it seems like people are already unhappy with the game. Now, obviously, I've been really looking forward to Zenless Zone Zero as a Hoyoverse game player. I mean, it looks really good, and I definitely will be playing even more of it. I thought the game was pretty decent, there was nothing too bad about it, but it seems like the Chinese community don't agree. As you can see here on the Bili Bili page, it has a 4.9 rating. I'm pretty sure this is out of 10, meaning that it's got 3 stars out of 5, which isn't very good for the release of a game. Now, I'm going to be translating this here using like the Google Translate feature on Google. Obviously, this is going to be the most accurate. There is going to be some sentences where like it doesn't really make sense, but I did have a quick look through the ratings before I began recording this video, and you can actually make out what the problems they're having with the game. Even if the sentence isn't like all together, there is some pretty big points that they are bringing up. So before I begin this video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you enjoy it, and of course go over to Gamersubs and use my code Kaza. It will be down in the link below, and also I'm starting up a new anime channel, so if you want to go follow that, it's called Kazahana Anime. I think the first video should be up tomorrow, so it'll be super exciting, and yeah, there I'm going to be covering a lot of anime content. But let's get back into the video. So yeah, as you can see, it's got a 5.9, and if we go over to the mobile version, it's got an 8.4, which isn't as bad, to be fair. I mean, you know, that's about 4.5 stars, which is pretty normal, and it seems like a lot of the mobile players have been quite content with the game. But if we go to the PC version, people are not happy at all. And a lot of these people are complaining about the size of the game. Obviously, this is a big issue we had. I think it was about 110 gigabytes that you had to have to actually like unpack the game. But I think it actually installed around 56 gigabytes, which is still pretty massive, considering that MiHoYo actually released a lot of massive storage eating games, including Genshin Impact and Honkai Star, which do take up a lot of space on your device. Obviously, it's not so bad on PC because you have a lot of space, but I can see why it could be annoying for a lot of mobile players. Obviously, it won't be 50-something gigabytes on mobile, but it still will be a pretty high number. And it seems like this is what this person is pretty annoyed at. It's saying that Watch Dogs 2 plus all the DLC is only 45 gigabytes, GTA 5 is only 65 gigabytes, but Zenless Zone Zero is the same size as GTA 5, which is kind of insane to think about. And I think that is the main reason why Zenless Zone Zero has gotten a lot of hate, especially with these reviews. It's mainly because of the size. Now, obviously, this could change over time, whether MiHoYo decide to actually take action and, you know, compress the files a little bit more so it's easier to download, or people just forgetting about this whole situation in the first place, because as I said, Genshin Impact is still massive. I'm pretty sure it's sat on my computer at about like 90 gigabytes or something. It's still a massive game. And obviously, Zenless Zone Zero is going to keep expanding with updates, meaning that game's going to get bigger too, which could also be a bad thing. We could have even more people complaining about it. And then a lot more of these ratings and reviews were problems with the actual game itself. Can the perspective lock and sight distance on PC be changed, even if there is no lock on the enemy? So again, they're kind of annoyed with the overall gameplay and stuff. Obviously, you know, that's completely valid. If you want to leave a bad review because you have an issue with the game, obviously they can do so. But we have seen in the past of the Chinese community just, you know, full-on review bombing games in the past just because they don't like it or they don't like one factor. For example, the game being too big, that seems like something totally that will get review bombed for. So again, I don't think Zenless Zone Zero did that bad in terms of gameplay. Obviously, some people have some issues. The controller cannot log in, so they can't use controller on it yet. Obviously, that can be pretty annoying for a lot of people that use controller, because I know like some people actually do use controller for gacha games, which again, I don't do personally, but if you like that kind of thing and you don't have that, then that can be kind of annoying. I totally understand that. And then there's also people saying that the game is just uninteresting and boring. Now, obviously that's a pretty hot take from them, but they do have 25 likes and 7 dislikes. But I think some of the other people in this community agree with them. And just overall, they're unhappy with a lot of things to do with the game. And this can be expected from the Chinese community. As I said, they want their games to be perfect, especially from MiHoYo, because MiHoYo is a massive company in China. So again, they expect a lot from this company. And then there's also a lot of people saying that they haven't really changed. This was a comment that I saw quite a lot in the ratings, saying that this person saying that isn't this just a reskin of Honkai Impact 3rd? You just use AAA to kill monsters and you don't even have any skills. The modeling is really good, but what does the modeling and the character have to do with the fun of the game? It's absolutely not interesting to walk on the grid. And then also they complained here at the end of the 50 gigabytes of space too. And again, I can completely understand that. Obviously, Zenless Zone Zero is very, very similar to Honkai Impact 3rd, and I think a lot of us knew this whenever going into the game, and a lot of people were prepared for this. But obviously, there are some people out there who weren't really looking for that kind of thing. And obviously, with a lot of content creation being done on it, a lot of advertising being done by Hoyoverse, they thought maybe I'll give this game a go, and found out that maybe it's a little bit too similar to Honkai Impact 3rd. I mean, I haven't played Honkai Impact 3rd that much, so I don't really know how similar the game is. From what I've seen, I can tell it's kind of similar. I mean, the combat like seems a little bit similar. But again, we got even more people saying that MiHoYo's design level should have improved after so many years of technical accumulation. And people are just mainly annoyed at the growth of MiHoYo and Hoyoverse with their new game. I think people expected it to be a lot bigger and a lot better than a lot of their previous games like Genshin Impact, Honkai Impact 3rd. I think a lot of people were expecting them to probably take in a lot of feedback from their previous games and make this one even better. But it seems like MiHoYo haven't really done that. And they've just kind of released another game. You know, they haven't really listened to a lot of their previous criticisms. And the only place where they really did is in the kind of ballpark of rewards, because obviously we got the 300, which you do have to get in the game, by the way. It isn't just straight up. So again, that can be kind of annoying. But it seems like Hoyoverse are trying somewhat to add more pools into the game and get more people excited with rewards. Then people were saying that they can't even run it. I mean, this person said that the iPad Air can't be even charged, which is kind of weird. But this is the PC version page, so I don't know why they're commenting about their iPad version here. I think if they really wanted to complain about that, they should really do it on the mobile version. So maybe they're just trying to make up some stuff to, you know, make this review worse, because obviously this looks a lot worse than this. If you're going to leave a negative review on mobile, then, you know, it's not going to get seen as much, because as you can see, the 5-star reviews are absolutely insane on this one, and 1 star is, you know, much less. Whereas if you do it on PC, where they're all kind of bandwagoning and hating on Zenless Zone Zero, then you're going to get seen more, and that causes a lot of people to come over and just kind of make stuff up and just leave a bad review because, you know, it's the popular thing to do. So I definitely take a lot of these criticisms with a grain of salt whenever looking at this, because a lot of these will just be hating for the sake of hating, or even could be people coming over from Wuthering Waves and other games to just hate on the game for some reason. I don't know why. You know, just play both of the games or play one of the games if you don't like it. There are some very extreme fans who really want Wuthering Waves to do good and Zenless Zone Zero to fail. So yeah, people are getting very, very angry about this game in China. And even this person saying, first the light pollution and the dark background, but the character skills are mostly bright, which blinded my eyes. I mean, that's such a nitpicky thing to do, because it's like, it's not that bright. The character designs aren't that bright. The screen isn't that bright. And honestly, if it's blinding your eyes, then you probably need to turn down your brightness other than complain about the game. I think maybe if you turn down your brightness, it might fix a little bit. And again, it seems like a lot of people are just making up random reasons to hate on this game, but maybe they're right. So just let me know down in the comments what you think about this. Do you think they're right, or do you think they're wrong in a lot of the reviews that have been left, especially the points that I've brought up? And yeah, it's just super interesting to see it doing so bad at the start, especially how beloved Hoyoverse used to be in the Chinese community, apart from, you know, some of the other live stream stuff that happened. But apart from that, yeah, it just seems super weird that this is going on, and I'll definitely keep you guys updated if this changes, if it goes even lower or even higher or whatever, because it definitely is something interesting to keep an eye on. But yeah, that's about all I got for this video. If you did enjoy it, then don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. And as I said, go down to the link below, get some gamer subs, use my code Kaza, and also go over to my new anime channel. Go give that subscribe so that you know whenever a video comes out. And yeah, that's about all I got for this video. Pretty bizarre situation, but yeah, I'll see you in the next one. That's all. See ya.